First, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
And hello, everyone. Welcome to Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. As always, thank you for joining us here. We are live streaming on our social media channels, apps, and website. And we are coming to you now with more continuing coverage of the breaking news from last night, talking about the shooting at PDX. So to fill you in on a couple of the details really quick, there was a woman who allegedly fired a gun outside a security checkpoint at PDX on Tuesday night. The witness reported that there were at least 7 rounds fired. No one was hurt in this. This woman has been arrested. The alleged shooter is named Laura Marie Patterson, and she is 47 years old. She's been charged with firing a weapon in a public building, interfering with public transportation, unlawful use of a weapon, public mischief, disorderly conduct, reckless endangerment, and 4 counts of attempted murder. So that is where we're at with that. Now, we have a report here that I'm going to play that just sums it up a little bit more. And after that, we're going to be joined by a bystander who was there at PDX last night, Ahmad Alkharoubi, who is going to share his experience and what he saw. So that's going to happen after this. But for a little more context, let's go ahead and play this here right now.
Report. Now to a scary situation at PDX that had people running for cover. A woman opened fire inside the terminal. Fox 12's Deborah Gill is at the airport and talked with a witness about the aftermath.
Port of Portland police tell us there was no one hurt and there's no longer a threat to here inside the terminal. They say the shots were fired in the public area just outside the D&E Gates security checkpoint, and they arrested someone. A Fox 12 viewer captured this video of the arrest outside of the terminal building. Port of Portland police say they arrested 47-year-old Laura Marie Patterson of Kennewick. Investigators say she walked out of a restroom adjacent to the pre-security area of the DE Concourse checkpoint and fired a handgun into the air. We talked to the woman who captured the video. She tells us she had just gotten off a flight at about 11 last night when she heard 3 bangs and then people running.
The first thing I saw was people turning and running toward me just in a panic. And I thought, you know, are they late for their flight or what's going on? And then I heard like 3 bangs and everyone turned toward me and started running back toward the plane away from the noise. And I heard 4 more shots. So I went to hide behind a wall with some other women, crouched down, not knowing if somebody was going to come find us.
She says many people just dropped and abandoned their luggage to go hide or escape. She says the pilot of her flight told them to go back onto the jet bridge for safety. She said it was crowded and everyone was scared.
I was like the second to last person inside the door, shaking, couldn't breathe, like thinking if they open this door, I'm going to be the first one to be shot. So somebody else opened the door to get out, and I bailed. I grabbed my stuff, and I went and hid around the corner all by myself.
When she got outside, she witnessed the arrest and said she asked the officer if that was the shooter, and he told her, yes, it was. Laura Marie Patterson is now in the Multnomah County Jail facing charges ranging from reckless endangering to attempted murder. Port of Portland police tell us the TSA checkpoint was shut down until 3 o'clock this morning for the investigation at PDX. Deborah Gill, Fox 12 Oregon.
All right, so there we go. Just some more context there from that report earlier today about this shooting at PDX. And to continue this coverage, we're joined right now by Ahmad Alkharoubi. Ahmad, thank you for being here with us. Obviously glad you're safe and everything's okay, but you were there last night. Can you walk us through what you experienced and what you saw?
Yes, hi, Greg. Thank you for hosting me. Yeah, actually, I was coming from Oregon, coming from Chicago to Oregon. At 11 p.m., we reached the gate. Since we came out of the gate, we see a lot of people like running, and it's empty. So I went towards to see what's going on. I start asking, but no one seemed to know what's going on. I see an elder woman on a wheelchair in the middle of the way. So I went to her, I took her to a safe place, and then I started seeing like luggages, cell phones, shoes, like everywhere, like it's on the ground. I start like seeing the people, and the fear was written on their faces. So no one knows what's going on. And after that, the security came and cleared everything, and we saw the girl that they were cuffing her out on with the police officers, but there is no injuries. Everybody was safe, but the fear was all over. Everybody scared. Everybody was like, even the assistant of the elder woman on the wheelchair left her and hid. And that was like the decision that I took, the decision to take her like in a safe place. And she was like trying to go out of the wheelchair. She was in her age, like 80s, but she was safe and everything was safe at that point.
That's a lot to experience, and a few things I want to talk about with that. I mean, getting off of, so you're just flying in from Chicago, you get off the plane, you're deboarding, and then you see everybody running. You know, what's going through your mind at that point?
Like we heard something like a gunshot, but we never like experienced that in Portland, Oregon before, like especially in the airports. So something new happened to us, but the fear of the faces that you saw can describe like there is a shotgun, but no one want to say, no one want to even help, no one even, everybody like was scared and trying to hide under the seats. And at that time we saw the security just telling us from away, just move, hide, stay on the ground. Everybody was scared more at that time, but it took like 5 to 10 minutes. After that, everybody like start going out to see what's going on until the police officers came and said everything is safe and you can go out.
Did you hear the gunshots?
Yeah, we did hear the gunshots, but we were going out of the tunnel of the airport, so of the airplane. But it was not clear. But when they told us, that was really clear that it was a gunshot. Yes.
And you mentioned the woman who was in the wheelchair, the elderly woman who was being pushed. And did you see this? So there was a. Can you walk through, I guess, what exactly you saw with that and what transpired?
Yeah, I saw exactly an elderly woman on wheelchair, and next to her a pager of the assistant that he was pushing her on the ground, and shoes on the ground, and her luggage that he was holding it in the ground as well. And she was by herself. And to be honest with you, I imagine like our family back in Palestine, they have the same thing exactly. I imagine that this elder woman is Palestine. No one want to help her. No one is care about her, just running away from her because everybody just care about his interest. So I took the decision, like why to keep her by herself. Like I'll take her to a safe place. And that's why, from my side as a Palestinian in America here, I want to just deliver the message to cease fire in our Palestinian people in Gaza. This is a small sample that what's happening now since the 7th of October till today. The places are bombing and children are killed, kids are killed, everybody like, it's a really like crime going over there. And just from here, from Fox News, from Oregon, I really ask for ceasefire, not only in Portland airport, no, in Palestine, in Gaza as well.
Well, Ahmad, I appreciate you coming on here to share your experience and what you went through with this. Just, final question there about the Portland airport side of things there at PDX. So you mentioned that you did see the woman being arrested. So were you there when they apprehended her?
Yeah, I took the picture of her actually while she was next to the police car.
And after that, what was the feeling like for everybody once she was arrested?
No, everybody was safe. Everybody was like feeling like they were shaking. They were still shaking because the scene was like scared. But I'm seeing the news since the 7th of October, and I'm seeing a lot of people that got killed. And for me, it was nothing for me because I'm seeing this every day happening in Gaza.
For you, have you spoken to the woman that was left there in the wheelchair?
I just took her because everybody like was scared, and even she was trying to get up of the wheelchair, but she couldn't. I just moved her and put her on the gate where we in a safe place, and went back to see what's going on and start taking people because all the people that there came on the same time from the gates, they're going out and they're moving and they're on the cell phones. They doesn't know what's going on, so we start just telling them just hide, and everybody was hiding. So. But it took, as I told you, like it's about 5 minutes to 10 minutes, but they took care of her.
Well, Ahmad, it's really I'm really grateful that you're here to share your experience with what happened and that you're safe, that you're okay, and obviously helping that woman who needed help right then, and you were able to be there and do that. Luckily, everything ended up okay, but you never know, and you did that. And Ahmad, thank you very much for being here and joining me and sharing what you went through, and like I said, just really glad you're okay.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Ahmad. And
Thank you.
as we continue our coverage here again, talking about what happened there at PDX last night and with the shooting at the airport. Just to recap for you too, this woman was arrested. So her name is Laura, or the name that allegedly, from police records identifying her. This is the alleged shooter, Laura Marie Patterson, 47. She's been charged with firing a weapon in a public building, interfering with public transportation, unlawful use of a weapon, public mischief, disorderly conduct, reckless endangerment, and 4 counts of attempted murder. So that is what this woman who was arrested last night was charged with. So allegedly 7 shots. And as Ahmad said there, he heard some of the shots while deplaning or deboarding from Chicago, on the flight from Chicago. We also had some other eyewitnesses talking about that as well. So a lot of harrowing experiences there, but thankfully nobody hurt. And we will, of course, continue our coverage here of this. We'll have more at kptv.com. If you have an experience you'd like to share, feel free to email in or contact us. Let us know. If you witnessed anything that happened there last night, of course, we'd love to hear from you, so you can always send us an email. And we'll continue on here with our coverage at Fox 12 now. And we have more coming up. We'll switch gears. We'll have, if there's more breaking news, we'll be back on. We're going to be talking to Movie Madness here coming up. We'll be talking to University of Oregon about a Rhodes Scholar, so a lot of coverage here for Fox 12 now. But if you are watching on social media, we'll be signing off. If you are watching on our website or apps, the show will continue on. We'll be back momentarily. Otherwise, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, you'll see us back here at 1:30 p.m. Pacific. Thanks for watching. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now.